Budget is an outline of expectation of what company wants to achieve for a particular period. Usually it's a year. I've been working with a lot of companies now, from now to the end of the year. A lot of them are going to do their budgets. They're going to do their projections for next year. So some of them are already having trouble because of the COVID. You have to understand, COVID has thrown, this crisis has thrown all of those normal numbers that we normally work with out the window. So some of them you're using only the last 3 months to project. Some of them are using the last 6 months to project what's going to happen for the end of the year and next year, you know. And so they're looking at it from a business standpoint and say, it's my labor, how many people I got is enough. Do I have enough staff people? Do I have enough product? Do I have enough inventory? Or do I have too much inventory? How much I need to buy in inventory? All of this kind of comes up with this. I know it might be a little bit too much, especially with some of you that are pivoting to the new reality in this, but in your context, for your context, you still have to look at it. How am I going to still, if you're not making money right now, how am I going to stop the bleeding? And number two, if you are making money, how I can make more money, where the new numbers are going to come from. How am I going to make more money under this new reality, okay? So a budget is to compare actual to calculated to a budget, you know, to something variance between the two. And it tells you where you're off. This is what we call a gap analysis. There's a gap. So that is the second portion of the budget and segment. But basically it is revenue and expenses for 1 year. That's all you're trying to do. Now, some of them are doing it for the following 3 months, October, November, December, and also for the next year. And with that, we can actually do the expected cash flow. The expected cash flow is the key point here, that you need to be able to know if you are going to have enough cash to keep the system and the business running. Okay, now budgeting is tool for estimating. I will give you the tools, we'll show you how to more or less do it, a plan for intended for a period of time. And the key here is actual versus plan. You need to be able to compare what happened. You need to be able to say, this is what's happened, okay? And you got to compare it with something. You can't compare it to last year because guess what? Last year you didn't have COVID, okay? And you're doing something for next year, you had COVID, so you have to compare it. Obviously, you have to do better than during this crisis. So even the comparison right now, if I'm comparing a company from last year, I was talking to Anna and the other Victoria and other people here. I have one company that they dropped sales, they did everything, went down, they reacted quick enough that they actually, even with, as of now, they are about 455% higher in profits compared to last year. Well, the only reason is they have a business model, they had something, they knew what was happening, they knew what was coming, or more or less. They reacted quick enough, and they actually made more money with less sales compared to last year. So that gives you an indication that, having something, you don't have to have all of it, all the pieces, but having a true, solid business model, proper information, you can and will be able to react quick enough, okay?